And that soldier also was threatening. He wanted, I was a bitch and this and that. The next day I had a couple of other soldiers say that, hey, be careful of being too close to Dotson or what you say to Dotson because she's going to snitch on you. I've had a NCO instructor that was extremely sexist and had failed, had a reputation of failing. Every female welder, metal worker he had come to him to pass. He failed them all. I happened to pass because he had a doctor appointment one day. I took up my welding piece to the head honcho guy, and he asked me if I just welded it, and I said yes. And he goes, he's been failing you. And I said yes. And he goes, okay, weld one right then and there. Well, he was behind me. I was a little nervous, but I ended up welding it. Probably not as good as the first one, not being watched, but I did. I got passed. Thank God that man went out for a doctor appointment. And I've had experience with sexual harassment from a first sergeant that when we previously talked, he knew I was having a hard time in my unit and was going to transfer me into his unit, which was going to soon deploy. And so that was the plan in 2009, that I was going to re-enlist into another unit and deploy. But this first sergeant was committing sexual harassment, and I deflected by saying, hey, why don't you tell that to so-and-so, who was his girlfriend or his fiance, what life partner. I really don't want to put a label on it, but hey, why don't you go and tell so-and-so that. So as the harassment kept continuing, it grew into, and my deflection wasn't working or not acknowledging the comments. It was another one. It grew into an assault, and with the words afterwards, he committed the assault, which was dry humping me. And when I went into his office to file some paperwork, he came up behind me and